Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Well, just gave you a day of break from Trump drama, and here we are back into it. Looking at this Yahoo article, it appears that when the FBI did their search at Mar-a-Lago, they came across a closet that was locked, and they couldn't get the key to open it. And they were told that the closet went to a staircase that went to nowhere or something along those lines. Basically, there's nothing behind this locked door of your interest. And the FBI did not search behind that locked door. What the FBI didn't know was Donald Trump had ordered the lock changed on that closet before the FBI showed up. I guess the way the story goes, Trump's attorney was in the basement looking at documents, and while his attorney was in the basement looking at documents, getting them, pulling them for the FBI, he had workers, I think it was Nada or somebody, change the locks on this closet, and he demanded the key. So he's the only one who had the key. Totally not suspicious. The second item was apparently there is a secret compartment or secret room in Trump's bedroom. It was described as a small opening or door in a wall that was hidden by a dresser and a large TV set. Maybe not too many people know about it. It was described that sometimes maintenance workers knew about it to get to some cabling and wiring in there. But there are two hiding spots or potential hiding spots the FBI did not investigate. I really suspect that the closet where Trump was the only one who had the key was... I suspect the FBI did not find all the documents they were looking for, and had they opened that closet, they would have found more. But that's speculation. We have cards. Let's find out. Spirit, what can you tell us about the stolen documents, secret documents at Mar-a-Lago, specifically with regards to the two areas that the FBI did not search? Entertainment purposes only. Disappointment, betrayal. Whoops. The FBI was not as thorough as they needed to be. In the article, it mentioned that some of the FBI agents felt like they had been there long enough and they didn't want to spend more time at Mar-a-Lago. But according to the supervisors or the chiefs of the area, they should have opened up those rooms. Which now makes me suspicious of the FBI agent or agents that were looking at that closet. Were they maybe a bit more supportive of the former president? But somebody didn't do their job. This could just be Trump hiding stuff. Crossed by the things of value in the strength card. There's a disappointment, there's a betrayal regarding things that were worked on, things of value, and underneath it is the strength card. I'm going to say, yes, there were documents back there. Does this imply maybe some complicity? Perhaps. This could just be also describing, Trump, Nada, and De Oliveira, who were the ones that were moving the documents and hiding the documents and hiding things of value, and then keeping your mouth shut about it. Actually, I kind of like that a little bit better because that would explain the three swords there and the things of value. So I would definitely say documents were hidden and hidden on purpose, and then you just got to keep your mouth shut and not tell anybody about it until the FBI is gone. Yeah. Okay, that's what it's going to be. And the reason why I say it's not the FBI is because you got the happy family here. This is Trump, bringing De Oliveira and Nada in, and they're just a happy band of family members, fighting the good fight, supporting Donald Trump because he's their everything. Yay, Donald Trump, we're going to dance around. We're so happy that we get to, wipe his butt and hide his documents for him. Another three. Current situation. This was in preparation for what they knew was coming. Trump knew the FBI was coming, and he took steps to protect things. Probably his lawyer, when the lawyer was searching for things, told him that if you don't turn over all these documents, the FBI is going to be coming. So Trump knew the FBI was coming, and he knew what documents he wanted to hide, probably because he was going to use them later, either to be sold or as safe passage if he needed to leave. Basically, if he needed to leave the country. So, things of value that he can take with him that are easily hidden. Overarching energy is the Eight of Cups. Yeah, especially if he wants to leave. Especially if he wants to leave the country and go somewhere else. He needed those things of value to it. So it doesn't look like, the overarching energy isn't he needed it for money. He needed this for safe passage. The lesson to be learned is, if things looked dire and he wasn't going to be able to, the court cases are going against him, he's going to be thrown in prison, that type of thing. Or, if he's convicted and he's thinking he's going to be ready for prison, this was going to be his ticket out, or his ticket, it's going to be his all-day pass to Disneyland, wherever Disneyland happens to be where he lands. The outcome, the Nine of Cups, the smug merchant. He thinks he's really clever because he got away with it. Yep. He got away with it. Sure did. They haven't found it yet. This article mentions that Jack Smith's team has been asking a lot of people about these rooms and getting more information on those rooms. I guess, doing a second search of Mar-a-Lago was going to be problematic optic-wise, so maybe the documents moved at that point. So let's ask. After the FBI left, did Donald Trump, if there were documents of value there, and I think there were, after the FBI left, did Donald Trump move those documents to a different location? Or are they still at Mar-a-Lago? What happened with those documents? There's a better question. What happened with those documents? Did he keep them? Did he sell them? Did he trade them for a favor to be named later? Again, entertainment purpose only. What do I know? I'm just some random dude on the internet throwing tarot cards. Decisions after the FBI left, he needed to make a decision what he was going to do with said documents. Yeah, because Jack Smith is breathing down his neck. And, he wasn't going to give them for free, so what do you do with them? And now, is this Jack Smith's decision? But no, this is kind of the cross. This is him needing to make a decision because Jack Smith is there. The Empress, taking care of oneself, making sure you're provided for and providing for people. Selfishness, laziness, pregnant with possibilities. He had to make a decision Trump had to make a decision what was in Trump's best interest because of the cases Jack Smith is bringing against him. Now, mind you, Jack Smith is bringing criminal cases against Donald Trump, not civil cases. So, I don't suspect I'm going to see a lot of coins cards here. I expect to see a lot of wands and maybe swords, possibly cups. But I'm not expecting to see a lot of coins. Now watch me get nothing but coins. In the past is the High Priestess. Trump knew what these documents were. He knew their value. He knew their trade value. And it was, in his mind, it was a clever idea to hide these in a different location where Jack Smith and company could not find them. Because now he can help himself with those. This was a key move that he did to protect his interests. A couple major arcana there, by the way. And there's your betrayal. Okay. So after that happened, and the documents were safe, the betrayal was complete at that point. You had fooled the FBI in the Department of Justice. You still had the documents at that point. Okay, the overarching energies, the moon card. What to do with them next? You got the Towers of Wisdom and you got the Pillars of Wisdom. So now he has to think of his next move. What do I do with this? He definitely kept him hidden. Either he kept him in that spot or he moved them somewhere else. He kept these documents hidden. Check Ivana's casket. Oh, I know. It's going to just spur on all the comments. When are they going to exhume her casket? I don't know. But they kept things hidden. Kept things secret. Could be the two guys kept things secret. Look, it's a casket. Okay. If he didn't bury him in Ivana's casket... he kept him secret, and he's been sitting on these documents. These documents are hidden away somewhere, like his ex-wife's casket, for instance. That would be a great place to put him. Nobody would think to look there, or there's anything at all untowards about that. Oh, the outcome's the star card. Buried in it. Okay. Purely for fun and entertainment, he buried him in her casket. I do think he's going to use these as his get out of the country free card type of thing. It could very well be, and I'd have to look up the Mar-a-Lago raid versus when Ivana died, but assuming Ivana died after the Mar-a-Lago raid, he'd consider putting it in his ex-wife's thing, because she'll be doing him a favor. Yeah, thank you, Ivana. We're all worried about gold and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, we'll just do the potato chip reading now. More seriously, not that hiding in Ivana's casket would be serious, but more seriously, it looks like he found a hiding spot and he's been sitting on them, and he's waiting to use them at a key opportunity. Floor Carter, did he hide him in Ivana's casket? There's your death card up there too for that first read. Did he hide it in Ivana's casket? Oh, nostalgia. No, Ivana's in an urn. She's in an urn. Truth exposed, the devil. Look at all those major arcana. Good Lord. If he didn't, he sure thought about it. Made plans. This isn't saying whether or not he hid him in her casket. I think what we might be getting here in this juicy little blockbuster is, Ivana in her urn, and the devil in the truth, and temperance coming out. Maybe we find out a little bit more about Donald Trump's involvement with Ivana Trump, or whatever her last name was at the time that she passed. Truth is going to be exposed about the relationship between these two and the toxicity of it. It might be a while before the truth finally comes out, but I think we're going to get some information about Donald Trump and his involvement with Ivana, and what seems to be a very sketchy timing of her passing. Okay, so that's total potato chips right there. But that's like 3 major arcana underneath that. And I was commenting how this is about her urn, and then you get the devil card, the sun card, and the temperance card. And the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is making plans. So, Ivana's in an urn, and somebody's made some plans, and you got the devil underneath there. It could simply just describe how toxic their relationship was, and that toxic, when they got divorced, that toxicity would have been revealed when she got past the NDA and she waited on it. And then again, it leads to conspiracy theories. But there's probably more. Not a surprise to anyone. There might be a little bit more to the Ivana Donald Trump story than we've heard, and maybe something will be revealed on that. But I'm getting that's a different reading. I already have 2 Ivana Trump readings. Bringing it back to this one, it looks like the documents are hidden. What does Donald plan on doing with these next? What's his long-term plan, or what's his most likely plan with these documents? There we go. Same thing as Ivana. Well, he's going to dig it out of her grave, and the willing sacrifice. I think he would use these to get his butt out of the country. And to me, that's, this would be done when he feels like he's got no future left in the United States. Like, I can't stay in the U.S. anymore. If I stay, they're going to put me, I'm going to be broke and in prison. So would I rather be a free man and basically be a traitor to the country, or would I rather be broken in prison? Yeah, there we go. Making plans, looking overseas plans. Making plans, overseas plans. What are his long-term plans? He's going to use this as passage to get out of the country. Lover's card. Yep, these are agreements that he's going to use these as agreements to get him out of his situation that he's in the U.S. Again, if Donald Trump is convicted in criminal... No, so he's got the civil court decisions against him. We still haven't heard what Judge Engoron has to say. It's February 1st here. And likely we won't hear until next week. If he has no money, he has no self-worth. That's part of his psychology here. And although he'll fight these cases in court, he's not going to win. He knows he's not going to win. It's just how much money can he grift in the process. But now with the January 6th case and, the less sexy Stormy Daniels campaign finance fraud, he could be spending some time in prison. Not to mention the Georgia RICO case. He could be spending some time in prison. And, running for the president of the United States is kind of his get out of jail free card. So I have to see how things go into the summer and fall, especially how the Supreme Court rules on him, if he gets a Republican nomination, basically how things are going for Donald Trump, or even if he has a health event. But he would absolutely use these documents to get out of the country. And if it means he sacrifices his reputation, then he sacrifices his reputation. He'd rather be free. What's his... So what is his long-term plans with this? Right now, he's looking for the best offer that he can get for these documents. Either this is him offering and he's not gotten any response back, or he's looking, basically there's that negotiation of, can he get an offer that he likes? Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates are all countries that he would have, North Korea, I suppose, too, if you want to argue one of those, are all countries, if you want to take China out, that he could potentially go to with offers and with whatever the documents have. But again, it depends what the documents are. Look at that. Yeah, he's sitting on the... Remember, this was the outcome card of those documents. He's got the documents and he's sitting there doing the negotiations. So actually, I think this is him sitting here taking the offers from the other countries, and he's going to see who's got the best offer for him. Yeah, he might even be shopping them now because it's going to take a while to get all this stuff done. He's going to consider all the offers, which is in his best interest. And notice in going overseas, so I don't think Canada or Mexico are on this one. The outcome, Knight of Cups. He will accept an offer one of these cups here that's being offered, he's going to accept that offer. And that's going to be his new friend, his new best friend. So in some ways, if you want to know who it's going to be, just keep an eye out for who he is praising with his social media posts. If he starts praising MBS, you got Saudi Arabia. If he keeps praising Putin, you've got Russia. If you don't know who the head of the if it's Kim Jong-un, it's North Korea. If it's Xi Jinping, it's China. And if I don't know who the United Arab Emirates leader is. But because Trump always broadcasts what he's doing, the man cannot keep his mouth shut. He will, once that deal has been made, he's going to try and create a public relations campaign about how super awesome this person is and how great their country is and what a great leader they are, so on and so forth. It kind of reminds me of my cat. I should say my wife's cat. Of the cat. When you walk downstairs and the cat wants to be fed and they're like rubbing up and down on your leg like you're the greatest person ever. Oh, I love you so much. I'm so hungry. You're going to feed me, right? Oh, yay. And then you put down the food and they ignore you. Oh, no. It's kind of like that. Except cats are cute when they do that, and Trump is slimy and smarmy. Okay. Dear God. Poor Ivana. It's going to take Ivana with him. You see him carrying the casket. Oh, God. Could you imagine having Walt Nada dig up his ex-wife to get the documents? Put him in that truck, put him in a front loader or a backhoe and have him dig it up. Too many jokes there, sorry. Anything else you want to share about Spirit? A little four-quarter. What else can you share with us about these documents? He's sitting on them. He is absolutely sitting on them. Sitting on them and hawking them. Getting the best offer he can. Yeah, when he's run out of options, like his presidential bid is no longer good, his freedom is no longer available, that's when he goes. He's manifested this. He's negotiated that deal. And we'll find out about it. Look at all these major arcana underneath here. And it's all for money. All for money. Finally you got, well, I shouldn't say it's all for money. It's all for his freedom. But, that's the messaging. The thing of value to him is his great he'll have negotiated this and done a good job of it too. It gets him out of trouble. At least on the short term. Yeah, Trump's good at casting illusions and just bringing an end to civility and an end to the trust of the presidency. It's going to be exposed. His stuff is going to be exposed. And there's just it's going to grift off of it too. His followers, man. I'm a little concerned about his followers because if he flees the country and does all that, will they finally? And obviously, some of them are in a cult and they're just never going to speak out on dear leader, but it's going to cause some problems. So we leave you with this. Did he hide documents in that locked closet or in that little crawl space behind in his room? Yeah, sure looks like it. Most likely the closet since he changed the lock on it. Does he still have them or did he hide them? Looks like he hid them. Is he going to sell them? Oh yeah. He's going to do it to bail himself out. And at that point, you know what? I guess what it is that Knight of Cups, that last throw. What's the spiritual lesson? It's going to show he's always been in it for himself. And that hermit is going to be the final illumination for some of his supporters that finally get disgusted. They may not want to talk about it. They may not want to admit that they have, $500 of red baseball caps in their closet as they quietly donate them or throw them away or incinerate them, whatever they end up doing with them. But it's going to break the spell. And there's your illusion card. That was your not the wizard card. The dear God, David, the oh lordy, magician card. Been doing tarot how long? There's your magician card. The illusion's broken. He's created the illusion. He will break the illusion. Some people will not let go of the illusion, but that's their choice. Underneath that's that Page of Pentacles is. Some people will still carry his water. They will still worship him and idolize him, and that coin being the idol. But a lot of people are going to have their eyes open for him. That's going to be your hermit card with the light shining forward. They'll finally see that he's done nothing but lie and cast illusions, and he's always been about himself. So take some solace in with that. Does that hurt the U.S.? It's not helping. But it just means that we've got to do something different. And again, I'll leave you. That's the sum up and the new interpretation of that last throw. And we move on from there. Speaking of moving on, thank you very much for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes and your shares and everything you do. It helps feed the YouTube algorithm so this video makes it out to a wider audience. To folks just discovering this channel for the first time or recently, welcome to the channel. Glad you found us. Hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.